Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and I am in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, it's Wednesday, and man, I'm happy to say that we're back. We're back. We took a week off. We had a great interview last week with Eric Surge. The Bomb came up on number 377 on the PWI 500. He was a great interview. It was a great episode, but I am definitely excited to say we're back here for another edition of the Bouquet of Legacy. And joining me, like she does each week that we do it, it's my co-host. She's divinely designed. It's Annie O'Neal. What is up, Annie?
What's up, Con? Damn, it feels good to be back right where I belong on a Wednesday afternoon, right here in IYH for Bouquet of Legacy. Man, life has been lifing, but it's what we do right here. That's what life is all about for me, chopping it up, talking wrestling with a good friend, and I can't think of a better thing to do. So, and we just have so much fun here. So that's what it's all about. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what, and you're right. That is what it's all about. I mean, it's been a real pleasure to be able to do this with the entire team. And I talked about it yesterday when we did the hot tag, and man, I'll tell you, I mean, you know what we're doing, you know exactly what's going down. The cat's out of the bag. In your house and Emerge Wrestling are teaming up to conquer the Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis on March 27th and 28th of next year. And man, I'm just proud because this is exactly the type of thing that we've been working towards, to be able to do something like this, to be able to put people like you, like Voice, like Kevin, like Grun, like the rest that need to have more eyes seen on what they're doing. That's the whole point that I even brought this team together, is because I saw that you guys have something, and I just thought it was time for more people to kind of notice what you were doing. And like, man, makes me feel on a different level when I'm able to deliver and help deliver something like the Squared Circle Expo to this team. You know the news, you know what's up. What are you thinking about it, Annie?
It's crazy. I think back to like 2019 when I really started to reevaluate my time in the wrestling business. Like, I went from that girl who showed up to hang out to helping with ring crew and working security. Anything that anyone would teach me how to do, I just did it for the love of it. Being around people who put in all of their collective efforts to make an amazing thing possible. And all of those hours, all of those late nights, early mornings, like it was all worth it because it broke down the door to what is possible for me, for you, for Kevin, for everyone here at IYH. And it's just like a full circle moment. And I'm completely ecstatic to be in the same room with just world class people,
Yeah.
and I get to pick their brains and ask them questions, and it's it's a whirlwind. To be honest, I'm very very humble because there were definite times where I was like, can I really do this? Do I really want this?
Yeah.
And the answer over times a million is always yes. So I just can't wait to get out there and do what we do best, and that is to entertain and be entertained, because that is what it's all about. And I really feel like people forget why, and I have to ask myself that all the time, but it's because I love it. I love this business, and I love what it affords me to do on a purely selfish level. And that's like, I love to just contribute to that. We and it's just, I can't believe that, that we get to do this. So, and just thank you. You move seen and unseen, and you pull a lot of strings that people don't know about, and it pays off. It pays off for the rest of us. So yeah, it really feels like we're coming full circle. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to do it.
mhm,
I promise. It gives me a joy that you can't imagine to
mhm,
be able to not just do this myself, but do this with all of you.
mhm,
Like this is
right,
gonna be the big. I said it for the last couple of days because it's like I've been telling everybody who's a lot of people inboxing me, congratulating us on what we're doing and everything. And like I told you before we went on air, when I said I was navigating, I'm literally navigating
mhm,
through like a lot of people that are throwing attention at me right now, and I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But like I know it's all, it's people that are supportive, it's people that are happy to see that we're doing something like this, because man, the thing about it is we've put in a lot of work,
mhm,
like we've put in a lot of work. And I love to see when it pays off in this way. Shout out to shout out to Emerge Wrestling, for seeing the vision,
mhm,
for investing in the vision, and we're doing this. Like I I want to see Annie O'Neal
mhm,
interviewing somebody like Soraya.
yeah,
I want to see Annie O'Neal interviewing somebody like Isla Dawn.
mhm,
I want to see you interviewing all these stars. One that came up in the chat here.
mhm.
We don't know if they're going to be announced. What if Gail Kim is there? And I would truly love to see Annie O'Neal interview Gail Kim.
And
That would be entertaining to me.
I would love to bring up to her this episode that we did about her
Yes.
on Bouquet of Legacy. Like, I want to hear okay, we're gonna manifest here.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a moment with me, chat. We're gonna all do this together. Uh, more hands, lift up, build a house. There's something metaphorical in there. I could just can't function the words right now. But I want to hear Gail Kim say the words Bouquet of Legacy.
That would be amazing. That's it. That we got it. I'm telling you. And here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility. Gail Kim has
Definitely
went to
is.
a Squared Circle Expo before.
Mm-hmm.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. She's been to one before. So like this is what we're dealing with here. And we do have a great episode of Bouquet of Legacy. We're definitely going to get to that. We got an awesome once again awesome episode here given to us by Annie, her idea. But man, I'm proud. And I told them yesterday, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Kevin. Like you guys have meant so much to this team. And like you guys deserve to be at the Squared Circle Expo just as much as anybody on this team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move a mountain to make sure you guys are there because you guys put in the work and I'm truly appreciative of it.
And we're gonna trek up that mountain with you because it does take a team, and you're many a year you've been a one man show, but not anymore. You have people to help carry that load. So
It's more appreciative than what you
it's
possibly can
oh, I can
fathom.
imagine. I can imagine. You've been doing this what, 6 7 years now?
6 years. 6 years.
Shh. Like,
A lot of people quit.
and I can imagine how many times you were just yelling into the void.
Yep. So many times. So many
But
times.
all of those shows contributed to this moment.
100%.
And you just have to stick around long enough for the payout.
Yep. Yep. And I'm glad. I can't remember who said it.
Mhm.
I think it was Mike Bennett.
Mhm.
I believe it was Mike Bennett who said this. He said, um, wrestling rewards those who stick around.
Man, if that's not the truth. And and I can't help but think of like the people who, if they would have just stuck around for that last 1%,
Yeah.
how different things would be for them. But here we are. We are at the top of the pack, exactly where we deserve to be, and it's because like we see things through, and like that constant decision to do so. Like, man, it takes a lot of discipline. Like, I've just the last couple weeks I'm really sitting back and really narrowing in on the self-examination. Like, that's something that's really important to me. Like,
Yeah.
am I doing the things I think I'm doing? And it's hard. Oh, a lot of the, when the body is tired and you don't want to get out of bed, and just
Hmm.
life things just coming at you, like, and it's been, I don't know about you, but life has been becoming way more serious, and
Oh yeah.
consequences seem way more dire. And
Yep.
it's coming to a point where like indecision isn't going to hack it anymore. Like,
Yeah.
you either
You got to make a
do
play.
you either do or you do not, or you're going, or life is just going to pass you by.
Yep.
Like, that's it. Like, the stakes are high. And but this is why IYH has been around for 6 years.
I just didn't want to quit on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like when and I know that you know this, and I know
Mm-hmm.
I see this in you,
Mm-hmm.
when you got something, it's hard to give it up. You even when people don't see it, they don't see it the way you see it, or people aren't giving you the recognition that you think you should be getting. You just got to keep going.
And like, one thing, if you can master delaying gratification instead of just reaching for the easy thing, it pays off. But like, it's just that little like glimpse, that little glimmer of like, I don't know, like that salvation. I'm getting
Yeah.
chills just talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
it makes the grind seem less grindy, but
Yeah. Yeah. You just got to keep showing up.
absolutely.
That's one of the biggest things. Like, you just got to keep showing up. And like I said, you and Kevin and Hype and Ray and P and Voice and Grun, you guys all deserve to be here, in this spot. There was, I'm not gonna I, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. There's a lot of people that would, like, at this point, really
Mhm,
love to be in the spot that we're in right now.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
But they
I
don't
know
wanna do the work to get it.
exactly.
And, like,
Everybody, like
no
I've seen.
shortcuts, man. No
There's really
shortcuts.
not any shortcuts. There's no like that. I've learned that.
Mhm.
Because I always thought I was gonna, you could backdoor your way into something or this and that. No, you can never avoid the work, and you got to do it. Shout out to my man Prince Paradox over here. He's saying, "Kill it, guys! So happy for y'all." He was actually a part of IYH in the very early stages. He helped me out producing some stuff.
Very cool.
And then
Thank you, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, Cheryl, 6 years, that is dedication. Yeah,
Thank you.
it really is.
Hello.
And there was times I was like, dang, is this even worth it? But the truth of the matter is, like, I look at my life now, how it is. Like, for me, the big moment was being able to get with the emerge guys
Mhm.
and put this idea together, and
Mhm.
then we formulate it, and then I'm just like, hey, don't tell anybody yet,
Mhm.
let's keep it close to our chest, let me announce it in the ring. And like that was just a cool, like very last minute, like wasn't on the card, wasn't planned. I was like, hey, just let me do it. And then the crowd just responded. To be able to announce that in your house at is going to the expo at my home promotion in front of my people
Mhm.
was crazy.
And shout out to Emerge, like, the just the amount of love that they have for the people who do everything and anything
Yeah,
in their promotion. Just the door is welcome, and or the door is open and it's welcoming, and they give what you give.
yep,
So it like, and those environments make all the difference. So lots of love
100. Yeah.
for what they do for us and what they do for their fans and their talent. Like, world class place with a world class people.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it there. It's great, great show. We're gonna have a great time here coming March. It's gonna be an epic moment. We're gonna talk about it as the expo announces guests. We'll cover that news. We're moving around. I'm gonna be announcing interactive games, stuff that we're doing at the expo. I mean, the doors open, y'all. So we're gonna have a great time. Come and join us. Have a great time with us there at the expo. Once again, more news as that comes, but we got to continue the work. The work that brought us to the expo is the work that we have to continue now. And that's the bouquet of legacy, because we do honor the great women's wrestlers, the great women's matches. But today, we're going to be covering a great women's rivalry, a rivalry that really changed the game, changed how you look at women's division rivalries. I could tell you, but I'm gonna go ahead and let Divinely Designed Annie O'Neal tell you what do we got this week.
We have the feud between Awesome Kong and Gail Kim at Final Resolutions 2008 for TNA. Like, I really wanted to make a selection that, damn, where the doors kicked down and they were never closed right behind them. Like, man, like, it had to be this one.
Yeah,
It featured the first ever TNA women's knockouts champion, and what a phenomenal name for the women's division.
the
Like,
knockouts.
something that encompasses the beauty, the athletic grace, but it's something you take seriously.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what Bouquet of Legacy is all about.
yeah,
Just giving the spotlight to where it's never shined before. And like, Gail Kim and Awesome Kong, like, they rightfully deserve that spotlight. So, wrestling did not start out in a traditional sense for Gail Kim. Her family actually wanted her to play golf.
Oh wow, okay.
Golf. Like,
Interesting.
and, I'm just not exhilarated by a sport where you take a nap in the middle of it and you wake up 5 hours later and it's still on.
Yep.
The complete opposite of what wrestling does for me. Something that allows me to be that rowdy version of myself and sit on the edge of my seat and get into it. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thrill, the excitement. That's what it's all about. And and she had a lot of natural charisma that came from playing volleyball, but that's volleyball wasn't it.
Yeah.
What else? What other profession, encapsulates her natural charisma, dynamism, and like, her unmatched work ethic, and that was professional wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And during, like, Gail Kim, like, she just, like, couldn't stop. Like, she got that adrenaline buzz from not being able to move for 2 weeks, and the body spasms, and she was like, yeah, I'm hooked. I'm really freaking hooked. And she said, um she had never any doubt from day one that this is what she wanted to do and was meant to do. And um there's some belief in the wrestling industry, like people who were have been lifelong wrestling fans, there's a prestige and almost uh that that spans the test of time. But some people have a different avenue, and they haven't been associated with it their entire lives. So
Yeah.
I just think it's really, and I feel like that's becoming a huge pattern within the last 10 years, given like the next in line thing in
Oh yeah.
NXT. Like Bianca Belair, she didn't begin as a wrestler. Tiffany Stratton,
No.
and these are
Nope.
the people who are writing the narrative for the generations to come in the future. But anyway, um Gil Kim was trained by Ron Hutchinson. You might know he's been credited with names like Trish Stratus, Edge, and Christian. And
Nice.
Gil Kim joined that caliber of talent. Um, and we have a certain Miss Molly Holly to thank,
Yes, former
because
in your house guest.
cause amazing. We do it all here at IYH.
We
And
do.
she was uh had the assist, that opened the door for Gail Kim to come to the WWE. She spent she did her time on the Canadian independent scene, and
Yeah.
when she was actually called up from OVW.
Oh, yes. Yes, she was part of
Yeah,
the OVW
yeah,
classes.
she sure was. And that, like, back in that time, like around like 2002, 2003, the women's division included Stratus, Jazz, Tracy Brooks. So what do you recall? Because you've done your time as a WWE fan. What was going on
Yeah.
for the women's division in that time?
It was interesting because
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correct, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this, I
Mm-hmm.
think Gail Kim won the women's championship in her first
On
match.
her debut, her
That's
f-
okay,
her
okay.
first televised episode of Raw. She
Yeah,
won it.
yeah. Shook things up. It was a
Mm-hmm.
shakeup, and
Mm-hmm.
it was an interesting time because I still think that the even though you named some names there, some good
Mm-hmm.
names, it was still at a time where the women's division was heavily underdeveloped. The talent was there, but the love wasn't put into it. You know, I think Gail Kim is definitely somebody who was an interesting character in her time, but I don't think that she really popped like real hard until she went to TNA and had her runs there.
I agree, and she only held the women's championship for WWE for 4 weeks. That's it. Barely long enough to even like be considered a champion. And then she was abruptly released.
Yeah, yep.
And not only was she released, she was released alongside Nydia and Jazz. So, and that moment was almost enough for Gail to leave wrestling forever.
Yeah.
You know, I can empathize what must feel like standing atop of the world in one breath and then it being removed from you in the next.
Mhm.
But, had that she not been rerouted that way, she never would become who she was. And that is when her opportunity at TNA, that happened. So, I am a firm believer that disappointment, it gives you what you're supposed to have. Because if you spend too much time being where you're not supposed to, well, that's more time that you are not in the room in which you're supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
um so, and like during that time where she was released, and within that next 2 years, like, WWE started like doing things differently for the women. Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
brought back the Diva search, and I can
Yeah.
only imagine how that felt for Gail, but that opportunity allowed her to create opportunity elsewhere. And she really started looking to do something different and create opportunity for women elsewhere, where WWE wasn't the be all end all, because at that time it it almost was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
at least in the
definitely.
States. I mean,
No, I'm telling you, no,
yeah.
you're right. You're on point. There was a lot of people that didn't know anything about there. Like, I didn't. The truth of the matter is, I don't think I really even knew about indie wrestling
Mhm,
until about maybe 2000. No, well, I
mhm,
knew about like ECW and stuff, but like
mhm,
I didn't think of that as like indie. That wasn't my
mhm,
mindset as a kid. So when I think about the indies and I think about Ring of Honor, TNA, and
mhm.
stuff like that, for me it was probably about like 2007, something like that, 2008, that I'd realized that there was
Right.
other stuff. And like, you're right, there was a lot of people who think WWE is the end all be all. That narrative has absolutely changed, but it's because of places like TNA that gave stars like Gail Kim a place to recreate themselves, grow, redefine some things. And we really saw that in Gail Kim. She was able to really grow as a talent in her time in TNA.
And there were places like Shine, Wow,
Yeah.
Shimmer. There was another one I thought of. There's something on the East Coast, but the all women's promotion escapes me right now. But
Okay.
I mean, without the advent of social media, like their reach was so limited.
Yeah.
And but this is why we do something like Bouquet of Legacy, to give the women that we don't know about and have yet to meet their flowers. That's what we
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I really like the fact that we talked a lot about Gail Kim,
Mhm.
and you've really documented it really well. But I love the fact that what we're doing is we're not just talking about Gail Kim, just her. We're talking about a whole rivalry here. And it
Absolutely.
takes two to tangle. Awesome Kong was always a very intriguing character in her time when she came in. I really wish she would have had some more years, but like, she was really truly different in her time. And like the fact that she trained for out of Japan, and she was just a statue, big, huge woman, and was just a destroyer. I really, really, truly loved that gimmick.
And she was scouted by Japanese scouts in California. And can you imagine just minding your own business when you're picking out your cereal at the store and being approached by international businessmen, and they just start spotting off ideas about becoming a professional wrestler? It's like, okay, what are you talking about? Like, wrestling what? Uh,
Yeah,
but
right.
but that's how it starts sometimes. Like,
And imagine it makes you $1 million.
yeah, like, you want me to do what for money? Okay. But but then after that, she was invited to the All Japan Women's Dojo, and
Yeah.
just 15 short months into her career, she won the same championship that Mildred Burke won in like 1937.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and she actually hated the idea of carrying the name Kong because of the implications it has.
Oh, okay. Good. Talking about like possibly racial and whatnot.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, in like, and that might not mean anything to the people who necessarily give her that that name,
Yeah.
but she went into it with an open mind.
Yeah, she
and
sure
and
did.
and
Because
she
Awesome
really,
Kong's a kick-ass name.
yeah, it really is. It really freaking is. Um and like, she began with something that she didn't initially see for herself, and then someone else gave her that vision, and then she
Yeah.
she took the ball, and then she ran with it,
Yep.
and I just think that's so awesome. And then when she returned from Japan, she was in talks about establishing the knockouts division at TNA, and she was like, huh, okay, I'm onto it, let's do it. But like, um that that build up actually took like a year to
Yeah.
establish, um the division, and like, and in the meantime, Gail Kim was like watching all of the men do the things that she could and she wanted to do. So like, I can only imagine that elation, like we were talking about earlier, after just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then that moment, it comes to you.
Yeah.
And it came in the form of the knockouts division, which I feel like these two, like, they carved their mark into the division.
Yeah. Yeah, they really did. I mean, they carved their mark. They carved their mark into the division. They carved their mark into just the way you look
Hmm.
at women's rivalries, period. I think that's one of the biggest things that stand out for that rivalry, because it was almost episodic in what it was. I mean, they went at it many a times, including what we're going to be watching on the other side of break when we
Hmm.
watch Final Resolution 2008 no DQ match,
Hmm.
for the TNA Knockouts Championship. It's gonna be great. But I mean, it was just it. You when I think of women's rivalries back then, like back in those days, I think about, oh, you're fat, or oh, I slept with your man. This was real, like, hate. It was different. It wasn't cat fighting. It wasn't somebody stealing somebody's boyfriend or anything like this. This was competitive, hard nosed, gritty women going at it, couldn't stand each other, and created something beautiful to where a lot of the time you can't think of Awesome Kong without thinking of Gail Kim. You can't think of Gail Kim without thinking of Awesome Kong. They're so intertwined because of the art that they made in this rivalry.
And for this knockouts championship, that and Gail Kim was the first one to ever win it, and she beat out 9 other women in a gauntlet match. 9. Like, at this time, WWE wasn't doing that for their women. They weren't doing that for the talent that was halted because of the the cattiness of, I still your man. Like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
fat. That's what you really think of women. That's all you think that they're capable of.
right.
They're not uh capable of, you know being a foil in someone's master plan. They're not capable of backstabbery,
Yep.
cunning, plotting, scheming. Like, um mm,
Or just having an ounce of a competitive spirit.
right, right. But these two women, they really redefined. They put the knockout in the knockouts division.
100%. 100%. This is a storied rivalry. And it really put TNA on the map in terms
Mhm.
of, like, this was still at a time. I mean, there was still no women's revolution at this time. Like, we had some hints at it. Like, we're talking like 2008. So this is when, like, you have like AJ Lee kind of popping her head out and whatnot, and kind of lightweight doing something, but still was a very, like, it was a very raw and underdeveloped women's division on the WWE side of things. Now TNA, they were taking it there.
Mhm.
You had Gail Kim, you had Awesome Kong, Angelina Love and the Beautiful People, all this awesome talent that was doing and telling different stories, and WWE was just kind of, they just didn't know what to do. They figured it out, because for my money, the storytelling on this last Monday Night Raw with the women's division has been great. If anything, I think Monday Night Raw has kind of become like the women's show.
I agree. I'm here to
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
great.
And
It's great.
shout out to Maxine Dupree. That was
Oh yeah,
the
big shout out to her.
best match I've seen her have.
Yeah,
It's
big shout out
I
to
felt
her.
like it started off just a little bit rough, but when she got into that fast lane, there was no foot off that gas pedal. Like, she
Yeah,
locked in and she went toe to toe with Becky and I feel like she surprised Becky, and
yep.
Becky has a whole new level of respect for Maxine Dupree, and like, she's been putting in work at the dungeon, and it
Yeah.
shows. Cause
It shows. I was like, I sat up there. I was like, I told this story yesterday, but I'm happy to tell it again. I watched Monday Night Raw, and I was like, oh, here we go. Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. Ho hum. This is gonna last all of 2 or 3 minutes. Yada yada yada. And then they started going, and I was like playing on my phone, like just waiting for it to end to get to the next like story
yeah,
segment, backstage segment. And then I was kind of like hearing the crowd, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
yes. They, I feel like they were genuinely disappointed when Maxine didn't walk away with the belt. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen, but like there was a major pull for Maxine, and I can't tell you how many comments I was reading that they were like, "Well, I didn't expect that from Maxine Dupree, but here we are." Like, yeah,
Yeah, I could see it. Like, uh, all I needed to see in that match to think that that a switch turned on with Maxine Dupree,
hmm,
the look in her eye when she had that ankle lock on. When she had that ankle lock clutched on, I saw that look in her eye, and I was like, "Yep, that's it. She's got it."
and I give a small standing ovation for Maxine Dupree. Like her form looked phenomenal. She looked athletic as hell.
Yep.
Like,
Facial
good job,
expressions were
girl.
great.
Good job, girl. Like, far from the Alpha Academy, far from the
She,
comedic reach.
whew,
I was like,
yep.
oh my god, she is a serious competitor to keep your eye on.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll say about it, and then we'll get back to Gail Kim and Awesome
Mhm,
Kong, is that if this is a consistent Maxine Dupree, she's in my eyes, she's tipping the scales on the WWE Women's Division because all of a sudden, if once again, if this is consistent, if this is who Maxine Dupree is moving in the future consistently, then that
mhm.
automatically I'm excited for Maxine Dupree versus Io Sky, Maxine Dupree versus Roxanne Perez, Maxine Dupree versus Raquel Rodriguez, Maxine versus Rhea Ripley, Maxine. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
she tips the scales because all of a sudden she's not just some undercard talent who's just there to kind of be comedic relief. She's going to give you a good like 5 to 7 minute match with anybody. Once again, if this is who she is now, if her whole thing is just she's just a grinder, a shooter who
Mhm.
just like figured it out like and has become a blue chipper, let her be that. Let her be the female Kurt Angle. Let her be the female Chad Gable. Let's go. I'm here for it.
And that willingness to listen, because you like I feel like that's what Becky is in the position that she is. She is there to guide people who are on the up and up, and the more willingness you have to just do as you're asked, and just be um willing to do that, what most people do not do, it pays off, and it opens the doors for the matches like you just said.
Yeah,
So
most definitely. Most definitely. All right, so we have a match to watch. We're going to check this match out. It's going to be great. I'm excited because you picked Final Resolution 2008 and that was for the TNA Knockouts Championship. No DQ by the way. That's
absolutely.
yeah, that's going to be a great vibe. But before we do that, we are going to take a break, pay a few bills, and then when we come back, listen, we're gonna talk all things Gail Kim. We're gonna talk all things Awesome Kong. We're gonna watch an awesome match, and we'll let you know exactly where to watch it. I'm on YouTube. We'll tell you where to check it out, and that's on the other side of this break.
Hello, everyone. It's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
house life. Look at all these fantastic options you have. If you want that sweet hype, we got it. You wanna be divinely designed at yours. Have you lost your voice? We have all that voice merch for you. Are you just a part of the household? We got that too. Brainbuster tees is where IYH live. Mm. Mm. Brainbuster tees is where IYH live.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Bouquet of Legacy podcast, where we giving them their flowers here. And guys, I got to tell you, I have been busy. It's been a busy last couple of days. All right, I've been running around. I've had work to do. I've been at wrestling shows. We've been trying to get all this thing situated, get this whole thing situated, getting ready for March. And man, I got to stay focused. And I still got to hit the gym. I still got to keep myself right. I'm everywhere, bro. I'm everywhere, y'all. So I got to keep it moving. I got to keep it right. And listen, I'm just glad that I got goalie nutrition on my side, goalie gummies, and I'm needing to focus. I got a lot of podcasts that I got to edit, which means I got to lock in and stay focused and get them out there for you guys to listen to on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So when I need to focus, I get the Matcha Mind gummy. Really helps me lock in and get ready. And yo, when I'm in the gym and I need some energy, I'm trying to get myself right and tight. If my fupa is fupuing, I got apple cider vinegar gummies. Those really help out. Those are a vibe for real. And usually I'm trying to chill and relax and vibe after a podcast. Podcasting is a vibe, but sometimes I just like to chill out and relax and let my mind free, calm my mind. And that's why I'm glad I got the ashwagandha gummies that help me restore, unwind, and get ready for the next day to get it. So guys, you already know the vibe. Goalie Nutrition got those gummies that you need to get your wellness right, get yourself right. I'm gonna tell you all day from experience. I don't care what age you are, health is wealth. Get your health right, get your mind right, stay focused, and get ready to be the best version of yourself. So if you want to go ahead and get that started, you can head over to goalie.com. And while you're at it, put in promo code IYH. You'll get a 10% discount at checkout. Check out everything that we're doing here at In Your House on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So yeah, it is time to talk and continue to chat about Awesome Kong and Gail Kim, and we have a great match. Now, listen, if I remember correctly, this whole thing started because you had Gail Kim coming in fresh off her WWE run, big baby face coming from that, while simultaneously you have Awesome Kong coming in, feared from her reputation from Japan, and she's just taking everybody out like after matches, and that included Gail Kim. And the smoke started with those two from there. So yeah, we got a match that we're gonna watch here just for the TNA Knockouts Championships when they brought it in. And I'm gonna throw it to you, Annie. Where can they catch it at? Uh, um, where they need to be at, and yeah, just lead us into it.
Okay, we are going to hit up YouTube and you are going to type in Awesome Kong versus Gil Kim in parentheses full match, final resolution 2008 in your little search engine. And then the whole match is 17 minutes and 8 seconds. So that's the one we will be watching.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, and I have it up here as well. That is on TNA Wrestling's YouTube. So I want to give
Mhm.
them their credit. TNA Wrestling's YouTube is where we're watching it at. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this, and we'll keep the commentary going as we go. You ready to go, Annie?
I'm so ready to go.
Awesome. Let's do it. Three, two, one, zero. Oh, here comes Awesome Kong.
Gosh. Did you know she was on Glow, the Netflix wrestling show?
She was, wasn't she?
She
Yeah,
was. I
yeah.
I really I really hated the character she impersonated, but like it's important social commentary. She was the welfare queen. Ugh. She killed it though. She killed it though.
Oh my gosh. Listen, like, so Awesome Kong. One thing I want to point out, and
Mm-hmm.
I knew we were going to talk about it. One of the biggest draws and one of the biggest like things that drew people to the Awesome Kong and Gail Kim rivalry,
Mm-hmm.
besides the hatred that they had for each other, is the fact that it was a David Goliath type vibe
Mm-hmm.
because Awesome Kong was such a massive woman and Gail Kim was more like technical and quick and agile, you know? So like it's just weird because I know we saw this whole thing with Gail Kim and her, reaction to like Riho and stuff like that. What? What? That blew my mind.
And I felt like that was so ironic.
Ooh,
Like,
this match is going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
especially no, like I felt like that was so ironic after, especially
Yes.
like a match that put women's wrestling on, like this one. Like, hello, like how were you deaf to the naysayers who said that you could never beat Awesome Kong?
Yes.
Did, does
How could
all
you
of that
not pull from that? It's so
right?
weird.
And it was just really really disappointing
If
to
anything, you should be the biggest Riho supporter.
okay, like like matches like the ones that she has with this one, like this one.
Oh, leave Mike Tenay alone.
She, man, she's a big woman. She
Yeah.
is
Oh,
like
yeah.
275 pounds, like just the crazed look in her eyes, and
Yeah.
she's just eating it up.
Oh, the kick.
Yeah, that was
That was
such an
impressive.
inventive kick from Gail Kim. Like, talk about
I
using
just
all
I don't know.
dimensions.
Do you think she's trying to get her TKO money? Honestly, do you think that's why she's doing this with Riho?
Uh, you know
Because you
what?
saw you saw Kenny Omega saying like, "Oh, you got another legend doing the splits on it for the TKO money." I was like, "Damn, Kenny."
Like his comment, it honestly sent me reeling. Like, you know what? Like, I see the very real human need to get your money. Like,
Yeah,
and some people are sh- uh shaking their convictions and shaking their beliefs for money.
yeah,
Like sometimes, like um, I don't know if I agree with it, but like,
yeah.
and people forget where they come from.
Oh
People
God,
forget
yeah.
who they were. You know,
What brought you to the
right.
dance?
A lot of people just rest on those laurels and they forget what it's like being in that fighting position. You
Yep,
know, Gail Kim has been retired for how long now, and you know, Riho is still an active part in the game.
yep,
And like, you know, one of the things that she said was talking about the believability of wrestling. Like, who is going to believe you could overtake someone like Awesome Kong? Like, you're tone
right,
deaf. Have several
right.
seats, ma'am. Have several seats.
It was, I don't know. That whole saga was just weird. So
It
weird.
it's like, you know what? You're in your feels that day. Not the time to take it to social media. Like,
Absolutely not.
I really, really, really hate when other women punch down on other women. Like, we're in a time and place where uh we need everyone's support.
Yeah,
And if you don't like someone, if you have professional qualms with someone,
yeah.
take it to the inbox.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
100%.
not
People
every
uh, people are waiting on Twitter just to screenshot some dumb shit you said.
and like I really, if it were the case where like people are going back and
Ooh.
forth on social media for heat, like I think online heat is weak anyway, but
Yeah.
uh I don't know. Just holy
Ooh.
shit.
I'm sorry, that spinning back fist
Yeah,
was nasty work.
beautiful. And I love how she's still entangled up in the rope.
Yeah,
Like, it
such a
looks
nice touch.
so devastating. Like,
Oh, and then
oh
she
man.
finally, yep, her knee buckled.
Oh, I hit an ad. Stupid.
Oh, hang on, I'm pausing it. I
Skip.
am
Gotcha.
pausing it
All
right
right,
now.
there we are.
Yeah, all right,
Yep,
sweet.
her knee. Yep, that's where I'm at.
Yep. Yeah, yep. Love the selling of the knee.
Dude, like that spinning back, like
It was disgusting.
can conquer empires, man. Like,
Ooh.
just I just love how much Kong is just taking her time. She is milking every moment. Like she is just setting up Gail Kim to
Yeah.
be that uh, amazing underdog. You know, giving her really something to fight for.
Kong ate my other sign. What a great sign. And you know it's so crazy
What?
because like when I remember Gail Kim's time in WWE,
Mm-hmm.
where she was a former champion, they
Mm-hmm.
had her. Oh shit! Oh god! Oh, right into the barricade.
Oh,
Jeez, but
like
they had her more of like a like a sex symbol.
yeah.
Like I love the fact that when she came to TNA, we got a chance to just see her just be a complete bruiser, a brawler. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't see that side. Ooh, right into the crowd.
Oh, like they're using every part of this ring, the environment. Like that's one of my favorite parts of a wrestling match. Just like
Oh
when
yeah,
when
going out
when
into the crowd, getting
when the dimensions are
interactive.
broken. Ah,
Oh yeah, they're out there now.
and what a move from Gail Kim, just just even taking a step up, just so she's eye
Oh
level to Kong. Holy shit.
yeah,
And I don't
and
know
this
if
is
you
an ODQ match, ladies and gentlemen. This is
yes.
going everywhere.
And the length of time that this match was almost unheard of for women.
Oh god, yeah.
Like we're over 17
Oh,
minutes.
she's choking her. This is crazy.
But Gail Kim just refuses to
No
give up.
quit.
Really, like giving that.
Oh my god.
And that
Did she
was
hit her with a Coke bottle? She
she
is.
did. That was actually unplanned. That was something that executed like right off the fly from Gail Kim. Like, oh Gail, you just angered the beast. What are
Oh
you
my
doing?
god. Oh! Damn. She just threw her
Ugh.
down some steps.
And just the way that like like a crash test dummy, just Gail's just
Oh my god.
and that reversal into the back there. Jeez.
See, this is why I'm fun to watch wrestling with, because I pop for damn near anything.
But you know what? It doesn't take a lot. It really doesn't.
It
Ooh.
doesn't. It really no, it's the truth. Ooh, big double axe handle there. I always like a good double axe handle.
Ooh. I love Gail's attempt to immobilize her. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Right into
Got
the
her in a hammer
corner.
lock type position. And oh my god. Right, the arm right in the steel post.
And just
Now
using
she
every ounce of effort to put
try to get her in the ring.
Kong back in the ring. Yes. And she's wearing legitimate boxing gloves. MMA gloves.
Oh yeah, yeah, MMA style gloves, yeah.
Stupid ad. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, so during this spot, I'll bring it up when Gail gets the
Yeah,
chair.
yeah. Oh, ooh, kicked the chair in her face. That was sweet. And then the cell was even sweeter.
And the crowd is just going crazy.
There's a buzz in the crowd. Like, you know how, like, I'm not saying
Yeah.
they're not hype, but like, you know how when you're watching something, there's just kind of like a buzz, like in the
Yeah.
crowd? That's what
Yeah.
it is.
It's like
Oh,
when
she caught her.
everyone is so enamored with what's going on that
Uh huh.
they
That's what
just
it
can't
is.
can't help but fixate. Jeez.
All for that title.
Awesome Kong should not be able to catch people like that.
She did it so easily.
But she has got the base.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love watching large women. They're my favorite.
Same. Oh, hell.
Just a
Oh, but
little
here comes those.
pat. Oh,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
God, I love the setup for that spinning back fist. So good.
Damn, that was pretty. That was poetry in motion. Like,
Oh, that was cool. That was so cool.
oh,
Oh,
she rolled it up. Oh, sunset flip, sunset flip. No! Oh my god.
oh,
Awesome Kong, like, she wrestled a big woman style, but she had some other moves in her bag.
she sure did. And she doesn't look like she moves like a big woman like that.
Yeah. Like, honestly, and this is no diss on her, but I feel like Awesome Kong is what they wanted Nia Jax to be.
Oh, well, we got Nia Jax instead.
Yeah, I know.
There it is. There's that.
Oh my god!
Uh,
Sat out with it.
she
Damn.
did. Oh man, if that
Oh.
would have been it. Oh man,
And then Kong's
what a
reaction
moment.
is so good. She's
He-
like, what the fuck?
You know, and I. Oh no!
Wait a
Looking to
minute.
take out the
Uh-oh.
ref.
Wait a minute. No, not Slick Johnson.
Even the ref can
No!
get it. No
Not Slick
one's
Johnson.
safe.
Ow!
No one's safe.
The awesome bomb. My God. Now we ain't got no ref.
No
Kong,
DQ.
we don't have any ref.
No DQ.
Oh, God. Mike
Oh
Tenacious
god,
Death on my foot.
the chair of nightmares. No, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kong? No,
Well, why?
because
No!
she didn't get the 3. So it's this spot. Gail
Ow!
has she has
Ow!
limited experience working with weapons.
Ooh.
So I think she was throwing the chair the wrong way
Yeah.
and
Ooh.
repeatedly so.
Oh, splash. Well, there's no ref.
Just calling for another ref.
Yeah, call. Yep.
Ooh. Oh.
No!
And I think I read that weapons were banned after that, or those chair shots were banned after this
Really?
match. Yeah, because Gail Kim didn't know what she was doing with those
Ooh.
chairs.
Oh.
Luckily, Awesome Kong really knew how to protect herself.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, hold on. She's going up. Oh, choke slam.
how? How does she survive?
Oh.
Uh-oh, she's gonna kill that ref too.
Oh, yeah.
You just signed your death
Yeah, you
certificate, buddy.
did.
Oh no. Bye-bye.
Yep. Time to go sleep.
Oh, roll. That was sweet.
Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, got it!
That flash pin, that was awesome.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Look at the look on Kong's face. She's
Like,
pissed.
that was mine. The ref is like, hell no.
It's like,
I'm
I'm
not-
gone.
I feel like the zebras were added to the endangered species list here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and they're still going, though.
They sure are.
I love it. Go. Let them fight.
You guys need more men than that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, they got the roster coming out.
You sure do.
Oh, they're still going, though.
I love how those two women made the smart decision in going for the smaller being.
Yeah.
Smart. Self-preservation. Smart.
Look at her. Just they're both ready to fight. You could tell this thing was not over. Loving the highlights.
Same.
Oh God,
Right into the wall.
man, what a match!
Whew.
I always loved how they did the in the match highlights in TNA.
I I really love that.
I wish wrestling really did more of that. Honestly,
I mean, especially for people who are just tuning in and
oh
they
for
have no
sure.
idea what they missed.
Highlights just and you know what? Sometimes highlights can make the match look better than what it actually was.
I agree. I agree. You get, like you said, the best parts of the match in
Yep,
just a few seconds. So,
yep. I loved how that ended. You can tell at this point the rivalry was far from over. Far from over.
and I honestly didn't. Yeah, they had a series of like tag team matches against each other after this
Yeah.
match. So,
Yep.
and then both of them came back for the 1000th anniversary show in
Yes.
2023. So that was really
And I
cool.
believe also, if I remember correctly, Gail Kim was there for Awesome Kong when she retired.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're intertwined with each other, and that's just. I mean, that just is what it is at this point. But
Yeah.
it's great. It's
Yeah.
great though. It's great. And this, you know what? This was a great episode. It was a vibe. I know we've been trying to get this one done for a while, and we finally put it out there. And I'm glad we did. So I appreciate you for bringing this one to us and being able to enjoy that match because that was a fun one to watch. It was so enjoyable, and we're continuing here because the Bouquet of Legacy is going to keep going. And once we figure out what we're doing next week, we'll let you guys out there in the household know. But I have got to let my co-host here and give her the opportunity to plug anything she wants to plug. So where can they catch you at? What are you doing? Where can they catch you, Annie?
So Friday, I will be showing up and giving my love and support to the women at Divine Pro Wrestling in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're in one of the matchups. We got Storm Garcon going in head to head with Jocelyn Navarro.
Ooh,
Like, champion against champion. Storm is the reigning and defending uh, Divine Women's Pro champ in and she'll be going ahead against the Neo Pro champ Jocelyn. So
that's
two
cool.
two bad women holding it down, and they're gonna put their bodies on the line for our entertainment. So can't wait to see that. I love what they do and what they represent in their own individual lanes, and I can't wait to see that. And October 25th, I will be returning to Frontline Pro on the call with Steve Aaron and Chris Lockman for Declassified, the main event. Kel Bloom versus Rhino. So
Ooh,
that's gonna be fun. So one of the last shows at Frontline Pro for the year of 2025. I can't even believe like we're uh we're narrowing in on the end of the year. Like that's crazy to me. Crazy to even
yeah.
conceive that. So yeah, that is what I'm up to. And yeah, how about you, Con? Throwing it over to you.
Most definitely. First, I want to show some love to Gregory Tittle here. Title. I don't. I would
What's
hate to
up,
say
friend?
people's last name. Yeah, they just saying hi, Annie. We miss you and hope you're doing good. And they will see you Friday. They're super excited. So that's real cool.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Um,
Voice saying IYH is a vibe. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. Most definitely. As for me, man, I'm telling you, my crazy self. I'm hyper fixated on March. I mean, I'm just trying to make sure everything is awesome and that we're gonna be able to do all the stuff that we want to do, get all the interviews that we want to get. So I'm hyper fixated on that. But when I'm not doing that, listen, I've got a lot of cool things moving. I will be I will be doing mini shows here and in your house. Tuesday, the hot tag, it's going really well. And then here, Bouquet of Legacy, doing great stuff here. The ECW watch along, continuing to do that. I will be taking the reins next week. I just heard, got word that I will be hosting the Pope's Point of View podcast next week. So I'll be hosting that episode. Always a great opportunity to have my thoughts and opinions heard on another platform. So that's great. I'm taking over the show for Pope. And yeah, just really doing what I do, and that's move in the background, take things one day at a time, and just really trying to make things awesome for all the people around me. So that's everything I got going on. It's gonna be great. Voice is saying $400, and he'll let Annie choke him out on a live in March. Listen, this guy is trying. He's doing whatever he can to get Grun's ticket paid for. So we're working hard, y'all. Like, you guys see the work that we're doing. You guys see what we're putting together, where we're gonna be at. I just want to prove to my team that this is not a Nowheresville podcast. There's goals, there's things that we want to do, and I want to make sure that everybody here experiences that. So that's what I'm working on. Always hear it in your house, and it's all part of the work. And that's HOWSC. And hey, that W does stand for work. So for my great co-host here, divinely designed Annie O'Neal, I am Alakan, the Concept House, and I'm here to let you know that you need to go tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to hop on this bandwagon, get on, or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.